You've spent years working hard in the US, paying taxes, contributing to the community, and following the rules. You have a green card. You are a legal permanent resident. But one day, you return to the US after a brief trip abroad, only to find yourself detained at the airport, questioned for hours, and told that you might lose everything you've worked for without even committing a crime. Could this happen to you? This is not a dystopian story. This is the harsh reality for an increasing number of green card holders in the US today. Under the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies, even legal residents are now facing heightened scrutiny, detentions, and the pressure to voluntarily give up their green cards. In this video, we're diving deep into an alarming trend that is affecting legal immigrants across the country. From heartbreaking stories to serious legal consequences, we need to ask, are green card holders being forced out of the US? Our story begins with Fabian Schmidt, a 34-year-old German national and lawful US resident. Fabian had been living in the US legally for over 15 years, contributing to society as an electrical engineer. He was planning to reunite with his family after a short trip to Germany in March 2020. However, his return was nothing like he had expected. Upon landing at Boston Logan International Airport, instead of being greeted with the warmth of home, Fabian was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE. What followed was a shocking ordeal that left his family and partner a state of complete confusion and distress. Schmidt, a model resident with no active legal issues, found himself being questioned for hours. He was eventually transferred to a detention center in Rhode Island without any clear explanation. His mother and partner were left searching for answers, with no one from the authorities willing to provide any details on his situation. Now, let's take a closer look at what happened to Fabian and why this case is far from an isolated incident. Schmidt's detention highlights a troubling rise in cases where green card holders, people who have lived, worked, and contributed to American society for years, are being subjected to intense scrutiny and detention at U.S. airports. Immigration attorneys across the country are reporting that more and more legal residents are being stopped, interrogated, and even detained for extended periods, with no clear explanation. Many green card holders, particularly those who travel frequently or spend significant time abroad, are being flagged for secondary inspections. Some have been coerced into signing documents that could result in them voluntarily relinquishing their green cards. This often happens under the claim that they have abandoned their U.S. residency. But is this legal? Can someone be forced to give up their residency status just because they've been abroad for a while? The answer is a bit more complex. While U.S. law allows green card holders to stay abroad for up to a year without jeopardizing their status, immigration officials seem to be making it harder for those who travel frequently or spend extended periods outside the country. This is raising questions about whether the system is unfairly targeting long-time residents who have done nothing wrong. According to immigration attorney Barapad, a green card cannot be revoked at the border unless the individual voluntarily surrenders it. That means even if immigration officials claim that someone has abandoned their U.S. residency, the individual still has the right to contest the allegation in court. But here's the problem: many people don't know that. Due to intimidation tactics, language barriers, and a lack of awareness about their rights, many green card holders unknowingly sign away their legal status by agreeing to forms like the I-7. And once that form is signed, it's often too late to fight back. So, why are immigration officers targeting green card holders? And why are so many people unaware of the legal implications of signing away their rights? Let's think about this for a moment. If you've been living in the U.S. for years, working hard, paying your taxes, and contributing to society, why should you be treated like an illegal immigrant just because you've spent some time outside the country? Why should you be detained, interrogated, and possibly forced to give up your legal status without a clear reason? The more we dig into this issue, the more it becomes clear that there are deeper, troubling trends at play. What if this is just the beginning? What if green card holders who have followed all the rules, are being caught in the crossfire of a larger political agenda. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the broader implications of this trend and discuss the impact it's having on green card holders, their families, and the U.S. immigration system as a whole. Could this be happening to you or someone you know? Are green card holders being unfairly targeted? Or is this just a natural consequence of tougher immigration policies? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on this critical issue.